Hello, this is the first video, part 1, decimals, in a series of videos I plan to make about different mathematical notation systems. So, when we think about the numbers that we use every day, they are called decimal numbers. Deci because it's based on base 10. So for example, we have the ones place, then the tens place, then the hundreds place, and the thousands place. Each one of those places is 10 times more valuable. So if you have the number 2951, that's 2,951. You know the 1 is worth 1, the 5 is worth 5 tens, the 9 is worth 9 hundreds, and so on. This works in a really cool way. It has to do with the powers of 10. So in the ones place, 10 to the 0th power is worth 1. In fact, any number except for 0 to the 0th power is worth 1. So then the next place, the tens place, is worth 10 to the 1st power. Then the hundreds place is 10 to the 2nd power, then 10 to the 3rd power for the thousandths, and so on. To the right of the decimal point, I'm not really sure why we call it a decimal point, because we would use the same symbol in binary or hexadecimal or any other numeric system, but it's called the decimal point. Maybe we call it the binary point if we're using binary. So to the right of that, now we've got places like 1/10 or the tenths place, hundredths place, thousandths place. So that first place to the right of the decimal point is worth 1/10, then 1/100 or 1/10 squared, then 1/10 to the 3rd, and so on. Those numbers can be represented with negative exponents. So 1/10 is actually 10 to the -1 power. The negative in the exponent indicating that 10 to the 1st power is actually in the denominator. The next place, 10 to the -2, would mean it's a 10 squared in the denominator, and so on. So if you're following those values of the exponents, -3rd, -2nd, -1st, to the 0th power is the ones place, to the 1st power is the tens place, and so on to the hundredths, thousandths, 2nd, and 3rd powers. That is our decimal number system. Why is it based on 10? Why is 10 the power? The answer is we have 10 single-digit symbols for numbers. The numbers 1 through 9 and 0. Any number, any whole number that's larger than 9, we need 2 place values for, a 1 and a 0. Why 10? Why did we choose 10? Why did 10 become the most popular numerical system? Probably because of our 10 fingers, a very easy way for us to count. But there are lots of other ways to count and lots of other number systems that I'll talk about. Thank you.